The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it's lived up to all I hoped it would be. Stop! Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began. Oh.
Careful.
Thanks.
Bryn! Over here. What do you think?
When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the Veil, I wasn't picturing this.
No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other weavers to see how you do in the map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for this. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to...
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
The Strand Road?
A famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron. Before the Surge, caravans used the Strand Road to enter and exit the Enclave with their... It's been completely submerged by tangles. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare...
That clears up anything I needed to know.
Glad to hear it.
I need to reach the watchtower, not head back to the caravan.
No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
Even more impressive up close.
Just this. Shall magnify the enchantment and...
Thanks. Got visuals back.
The veil shadow is incredible. Tangles. Beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
Wall is completely frozen.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken.
So, if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Give it a moment to cool, then you should be able to climb. Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Darn's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm using...
Aurea?
Print connections back.
Was that a drake?
Yeah.
Pulling you out.
Mira's breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't extract you.
Darm, fix it. And Lane have tonics on standby for her return. Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
It's an Ash Peak Drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path. Good. Darm's still working on the scry, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. Oh, it runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it. Oria, that Drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
Keep moving. Damn it, Casmin was right. That Drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast. Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going. You're doing great, Bryn. Final stretch.
That can't be an ark.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get... You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan.
This isn't the strangest.
What the... Hang on, Bryn.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Pack up!
You're... What?
We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go, now. Up ahead! Please!
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
Our arrival was rocky, but I will do everything in my power to ensure our survival. If we avoid unnecessary risks, we'll be back on our feet in no time.
I'm glad you're taking this seriously.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Vale's shadow, we had no idea the Enclave was once a safe haven for all Weavers, and the pinnacle of it since the Vale went up. Weavers took the blame for decades of all because of what happened. We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the maybe then. Weavers can but first. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
The scry. The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back. I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the Vale.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way
The Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another arc that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring it.
Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of...
Dom? Hello?
Bryn, you are going to check out the loom gate at some point, right?
Yeah, of course. I'll get around to it.
Good, good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Not worried about our survival in an unknown land filled with volatile magic like the others?
Details. There is so much to discover, survival will take care of itself. Or Casman will insist it does it. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
Aurea injuring her wing as we all stumble through the Vale isn't how I envisioned starting my career. It's kind of...
A lot?
Yeah, to say the least. I don't know. I just thought there would be more time to prepare.
The best adventures rarely have carefully planned beginnings, Bryn of Carnhaven. Besides, you're not alone in this. We're all here...
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Loom gates.
Loom gates.
Sev, how are you holding...
Oh, fine. I mean, I'm trapped inside a magic bubble that's also left an entire known world behind and out, but, you know, I'm fine.
Hey! At least Sola did half your unpacking. No sprained back muscles for you.
True, no back pain. In a few days, I might die from a creature attack.
Sev.
This apprenticeship is turning into more than I signed up.
That is completely understandable. We're all
Yeah. You're probably right.
Of course.
Sure.
You've been busy.
It's a work in progress. Speaking of, are you doing okay?
I'm great. This is the opportunity of a life.
A point has to have that kind of attitude. Just be careful. You don't want that lifetime. Oh, and listen. We've got your back, okay? Right now, we need to focus on getting...
Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settle.
Oh, Bryn. Yes, I am. I notice you've been checking in with the others at the camp.
You did?
Of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you. Everyone. In fact, if you'd like, I can tell you a little about the others. You are newer to our band after...
I've travelled with the Weaver Band before, but it wasn't quite as... funk.
The obvious answer is Oria. Not only is she a strong point and leader herself, her mother is one of the most famous enchantresses of our time.
Wow. Still, it sounds like a...
If it is, Oria makes it look easy.
You said Oria is the obvious answer to this band's success. Is there a not so obvious...
Ah, yes. While Oria runs the field, when it's time for the caravan to move, it's Casmin who takes over. She used to be a quartermaster on the docks of Don Brennick, facilitating relief efforts for the speed she can pack a caravan. It's no wonder that Oria trusts her to take over when it's time to move.
Before joining, I knew Oria's band was renowned for its top-notch techniques in weaving. Why do you think...
To keep a point's expedition gear competitive, you need a smith and an enchanter and there's never been a pairing more harmonious than the union of our enchant.
They are sweet together.
Did you know Sola is descended from nobility and the shame her family lost their fortune? Though I suppose that's why she's so...
Are both Dam and Sola from Sansa?
No. In fact, Dam hails from Renland, where magic is completely forbidden. I often wonder if Dam's fascination with enchanting would...
Given that I'm the newest member, how do you...
It speaks volumes that Oria trusts you with taking over the expeditions this soon. I would have thought Casmin might take over in this interim period.
Casmin?
Up until about 6 months before you joined, Oria was training her to become her... It was going well. Then, out of nowhere, the training ended. And I don't know if it was Oria's decision or Casmin's, but...
Casmin hasn't been the most welcoming towards me. I wonder if she could be upset that I'm the new point.
Knowing Casmin, if she has a problem with you, it won't...
Sev is relatively new to the team too. Has Sola taken on smithing apprentices before?
No, she's never had an apprentice before. I don't know, no one seems...
That's a little odd.
Not really. Typically, Ram are very secretive, culturally. I wish you would open up, though. I'd like...
Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercant...
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing. At a young age, scholastic endeavours became my escape from the familial turmoil until nothing but a classical presentation of third child issues.
Right. And how are you feeling?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet it strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. Anyway, thanks.
Your tent. Might not be glamorous, but you can rest here when you're not gallivanting on expeditions.
It's perfect.
Don't know about perfect. I could have done a better job if we didn't lose half our supplies when we passed through the Veil.
Seriously, I didn't have anything close to this in Aaron's band. Half the time I was lucky if I didn't sleep on dirt.
That's...
I am itching to get out there, but Aurea wants to talk to me first. Hey, Casmin. Recovering from our wild entrance into the...
Save it, okay? I know I should have been more prepared to move.
Hold on, that's not what I...
If I had been more prepared, we wouldn't be missing half our supplies. With more supplies, I could have done a better job patching up Aurea's wing. If I had fixed her wing properly, we wouldn't be in unknown territory with a point who...
Whatever it is, just say it, Kaz.
You're no Aurea. I'm sorry. But she has more experience and who knows what's out there.
I know my job is important, but we all have a part to play in our survival. I know you can do yours. Trust that with everyone's help, I'll be able to do mine too. I'm not in this alone, Kaz. Neither are you.
You're right. It's just that Aurea has been point for so long. I need to give you a chance, though. I'll try.
That's all I ask.
I was impressed by how you handled that Drake outside the Veil.
A little terrifying, I will admit.
But you kept a cool head and didn't let it get the better of you. Not everyone can do...
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right... Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help. It's 60 years old. Pre-Surge.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans. Entering just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on a second loom gate, and what appears to be a...
You can see it from here? Must be.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger.
I'll head out now. So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems...
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could...
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we... metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
I've got you clear of the sands of summer, Bryn.
No interference from the Enclave?
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
That's the edge of how far I can push the scry. It'd be like in the Veil's shadow all over again.
More arcs.
Are they happy we're here? Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
So when I'm finished scouting the landmarks you mentioned in the Hollow, should I come back to camp immediately?
That's entirely up to you. Points privilege. You're the one taking the risks, so you can gauge how far, and from time to time, I or the folks around the camp might have requests. But we'll defer to you, and if you get into trouble, I'll pull you to safety. Might lose some resources, but that's a small...
Got it.
A lot of points privilege.
Can I ask how you knew
The tangles were shifting. They'd been static and then, suddenly...
How do you know to run to me, then?
The tangles closed down the path the caravan took in. And it wasn't like I was going to abandon you.
Aurea, it's Lane, by the way.
What's that?
They don't like to be called Lane Frey. I heard you saying it to Bryn earlier. That's the name their parents chose. Lane is the name they...